So please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy here.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay. Hey.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. oh God! And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do
mean,
it? Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
Just a sexy eye right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Each words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes, good morning, y'all. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit. It's like high as hell. This camera, high as hell. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing very, very well, enjoying your day, enjoying your Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys are still kind of coming in, just getting started, all that stuff. But I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Good morning, good morning. It is hump day, y'all. Hump day, a hump day, a hump day, a. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we got some really great things to talk about. Ed is throwing me all kinds of shade just by looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Just the look in his eye. How you doing, man?
I'm good, just living the life.
Like it's golden?
A little sore, went to the gym yesterday, a little sore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good, chilling.
Any good games on? Were there any good games on recently?
The Lakers won last night. I was
Right on.
right about the Miami Heat, damn it. They beat them. 4 games to 1. Giannis didn't play. Now there's speculation that they think he's going to leave, but I doubt that's going to happen. And then my Lakers won last night, so.
Right on. Yeah, man.
It's always a good day when the Lakers win.
It's always a good day. It's always a good day when they
it
win.
rains when they lose.
Nah, no kidding, man. Well, shoot. Here it is, y'all. Obviously, there's a lot of things that you guys can see in the comment section down below. There's a lot of things to talk about. A lot of different things are going on. And there's also some breaking news, which we're going to be talking about here, because this is going to be, I guarantee by the end of the day, it will be top story. It will be one of the top stories out there. So just be on the lookout for that. We will be talking about some things here fairly shortly. But before we jump into all of that, good morning, guys. Good morning, Tanu Vane. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Jacqueline. And for everybody who's starting to pile in, who's starting to jump in, good morning to everybody. You know what I mean? Ed is starting to wave and say hi. It is hump day, y'all. It's going to be a beautiful day. Make it dope today, because remember, it's all downhill from here. You know what I mean? On the positive, not on the negative. You know what I'm saying? We're getting closer to the weekend. It's nice when you get those long weekends, because it just makes the weekend come even faster. But there are a few things that we need to talk about. Like I said, there is a breaking story. There is a story that we are going to break live on the show today. I was just looking at it right, like literally a minute before we got into the show. I threw it to Ed and I'm like, hey man, can you just look this up and make sure we got everything? Because it's a pretty big story. It's a pretty big story. We are going to jump into that. But first, we got to jump into a few other things, like some of the things that are in the titles down below, right underneath us and everything. Now, I know that we had talked about this before. And the funny thing is yesterday we talked about some protesters. We had some protesters that were basically on the street, protesting, acting a fool. Remember that we were looking at a video where they were going up and screaming at a white couple that were eating outdoors, and one of them walked up, drank, just took one of their beers, downed it, and then just kept walking down the street. And of course, screaming at Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. Well, the funny thing is they weren't done. They weren't done with their day. Not only did they go and they invaded the streets and did what, acted the fool on the streets and doing the damn thing like that, they also went into a McDonald's. And we are going to look at this video because here's the thing. We thought it was just that story. But oh, no. There is more. There is much, much more. And we're going to take a look at it right here live on the show. And the thing is I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this, okay? Because I just want you to see how they react, how the people inside this McDonald's are reacting to these protesters that are all up in the restaurant, all right? Do you call McDonald's a restaurant anymore? Is that even you know what I'm saying?
It's a fast food chain. So
fast food chain. Thank you.
I'm gonna need you to bring them down.
A fast food joint. Okay.
They're a fast food joint. They're a burger joint. Burger stand.
There you go. Anyway, so let's take a look at this real quick. It sounds like they're saying, who did this? Ed did this. Yep, it's all Ed's fault. Anyway, moving on.
It says hamburger. This sounds like they're saying hamburgers.
Right. It's ridiculous. You're not moving. Bruh, not moving. So extra, man. It's so extra. Okay. We get the general idea, right? But I want to point something out really quick because I want you guys to know, like, if you remember yesterday's show, okay? If you remember yesterday's show, we were talking about them out in the streets, okay? And we had old girl, downing a beer off of somebody else's table, not giving a damn about no COVID, about no Rona. But what I find really funny is it's the same people. Same girl is in the top of this video acting a dang fool. Hold up. Take a look at this. I don't know how far back it is. There she is. Bam, like that. Bullets, man. Right there, right on the top. On the nose, there she is. All right? Same girl. Same chick.
Which one? Oh, her?
Yeah, her. Same girl that downed that beer. Walked up and was like, oh, Black Lives Matter, whatever. And, trying to intimidate the patrons, the old white couple. Sorry to say it, but they were old and they were white. That were sitting there just chilling, looking at the looking on onlookers. She walks up, downs a beer. So they weren't done with their day. They had things on their list that they wanted to do, I guess. And I guess they really, really, either they were really hungry and they just wanted to get, a sausage, egg, biscuit with cheese, or they were just straight up acting a damn fool. That's straight up what it was. Yeah. I don't understand why they go into a place. Now, the funny thing is if you look at the people that were working there, the employees, all of them are black. And they're all just sitting there like, y'all just go, leave. We're just trying to do our jobs. I don't understand why they were trying to get into a fight with one of the guys there, one of the people that works there, one of the employees that works there. Doesn't make any sense why they were trying to start something. You know what I mean? Trying to act up and act a fool and start doing something stupid. There's no reason for any of this, y'all. There's none. What them going into that McDonald's had no purpose. Like, it served no purpose.
Zero. Unless
they were trying to get in there and bully them into making them some food. That's the only thing I can think of. What would they? Did I just kill you? I just killed Ed. No. Real talk, though.
I didn't die, but I'm just like, that's a crappy reason.
It's a really stupid reason, right? Stupid reason. What would make anybody want to go into a McDonald's? Of all things. To do what? Who's listening in there?
Maybe they found out that McDonald's food doesn't age. They got upset and went inside.
Then they need to go to the
We all know that. I know you've seen videos of that before. Like, people put like McDonald's food in like a thing and left it there for like a year.
Word.
And it didn't age.
Yeah.
Maybe they got mad about it and they want to do something about it. Or maybe they were mad that Travis Scott got his own thing on the menu.
That he's securing the bag and they ain't. You know what? Then they need to go over and see Twinkies then too. Go have a conversation with Twinkies. You know what I'm saying? Because those things don't age allegedly as well. You know what I'm saying? They have lasting shelf life. All right. But anyway, it just doesn't make any sense to me. To me, it makes no sense for them to want to go and do something like that. What is the purpose? What is the focus? Going to a McDonald's to just start a fight with people? To start a fight with your own fellow man, your own people. That doesn't make any sense. That man is just there trying to secure the bag so he can live his life. You see what I'm saying? He's just trying to do his job. Why would a dude want to why would one of the protesters want to block off an employee from doing his job? If he's just asking you guys politely at first, hey, please leave. There's no reason for you guys to assemble here. Assemble outdoors. There's no point in doing that. There's no reason for doing that. People need to start focusing. People need to start figuring out what the hell they are trying to do. What is the purpose here? It's so frustrating because they look like idiots.
There
look like
no
bullies.
Purpose. It just looks like they're just trying to stir shit up.
Facts.
I mean, does it like you said, like, what are you even doing this for now?
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like you're doing this to cause drama and be able to have a reason to say like, oh yeah, I went to McDonald's and I did that. We did this, we did that. You know, we gave them a piece of our mind. Like, McDonald's ain't worried about y'all.
Facts.
They're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate.
Yeah.
They ain't tripping. If this McDonald's goes down, another one will pop up.
Facts. I was just gonna say they're gonna shut down one and open one next door, across the street. It doesn't matter. They don't give a damn.
McDonald's is like liquor stores. There's one on every corner.
Exactly.
Facts.
Facts, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, there just is no reason for any of this mess. We need to figure out what it is. These protesters need to figure out what it is that they're trying to do, because now it's just becoming highly dramatic and overly heightened situations that don't need to be the way they are. Especially when you pan over, when the camera pans over and they show the girl yelling at the dude who is just standing there, probably a patron, just trying to get his meal for the day. You know, she's sitting there screaming bloody murder like he had done some terrible thing to her. Yeah. Some people are just trying to instigate and stir the pot just for the sake of stirring the damn pot. But anyway, those are my 2 cents on that. I just thought it was very interesting and very messed up. And I'm just sitting there going, damn, we just talked about this same group and there is more? There's more? Damn. We need to the protests need to start being a little bit more focused. And I've already said this a million times on this show. A million times. There's got to be a point where things start to get focused. That's it.
I think, well, I can't even say there has to be a point. I think it was focused before, and now it's starting to be not focused. Like, I feel like it was focused before, and now it's like people are just doing shit to do shit, and that's the problem. So, oh wait,
Rona, that's that Rona. Careful now.
oh man,
But yes, people are starting ish because they want to start ish for the sake of starting ish, and they're screaming. They're basically crying wolf at situations that don't need that kind of attention. They're just doing it to act a damn fool, and that's stupid. But I digress. We got to jump into this next story. We got this breaking story right now as we speak. This thing is about to pop off here very, very soon, so we got to drop it like it's hot. Ed's got the story. Speak on it, bruh.
So, okay, we're gonna start with a little context.
Please.
E. Jean Carroll. E. Jean Carroll was she was a columnist. She wrote a column, and it appeared in Elle magazine since 1993, and it was ranked as one of the best 5 magazine columns by the Chicago Tribune in 2003. So
Okay.
that's just a little context. She is a columnist. She's a journalist,
Gotcha.
right? On June 21st, 2019, 11 days before they announced publishing of her new book, she had a book published. It was called What We Do for Men, A Modest Proposal. She wrote in the New York Magazine that Donald Trump sexually assaulted her in the fall of 1995 or the spring of 1996. Wait, hold on. There's already a kind of here. Fall of 95 or spring of 96? Okay. Fall of 95 or spring of 96 in a Bergdorf Goodman store in New York City. The BBC News described it as a rape allegation. Carroll wrote that she had not had sexual intercourse with anyone since the alleged assault. She also wrote that she had she had told 2 friends of the incident. The 2 friends confirmed with New York that they indeed had such conversation with Carroll. So that's just a little like back filler there. So now flash forward to today. The Justice Department is asking to take over President Donald Trump's defense in a defamation lawsuit from a writer who accused him of rape. And federal lawyers asked a court Tuesday to allow the move that could put the American people on the hook for any money she might be awarded. Okay. After New York State courts turned down Trump's request to delay E. Jean Carroll's suit, Justice Department lawyers filed court papers aiming to shift the case into federal court and to substitute the U.S. for Trump as the defendant. That means the federal government, rather than Trump himself, might have to pay damages if any are awarded. The move to intervene is in keeping with the Justice Department that time and again has advanced a broad vision of executive power and has moved to shield Trump from legal exposure, most notably by arguing that actions taken to choke off the Russian investigation fell within the scope of his constitutional authorities and were therefore permissible. So that's just, I'm not going to go through the whole article.
Right.
That's just a little.
Just the chunk, the meat and potatoes.
Meat.
Interesting. Now, let me ask you this. This is a question I put out to everybody. I mean, here it is. If E. Jean Carroll literally if she was assaulted by Trump, right? Mm-hmm. She can't press charges on him until he is out of office. Am I correct? That's right? They can't go to trial or anything until he is literally out of office. A president cannot be tried, if I'm correct. Am I correct? I mean, I think I'm correct.
Shoot, I don't know.
I mean, isn't that one of the reasons why a lot of people sit here and say that he is trying to stay in office so that he doesn't get indicted for a bunch of things? Because while he's in office, he is safe. He is safe as president.
That would only. I mean, if he got reelected, that would only be 4 more years. I mean, it's still why you're prolonging whatever you'd be indicted.
Bless you.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good. Okay, yes. Okay, so Mr. Super said, yes, a sitting president can't be indicted. So, yes. Okay. So that's the thing. Tanner Vane said, from my understanding, he can theoretically be tried, but it's never put before the courts. Okay, so there was some talk of it on the DOJ defending him. Yes, and that's basically what we are talking about right now. The Justice Department looks like the Justice Department will be stepping up on behalf of Trump, defending him in this particular case of sexual misconduct or sexual assault. I'm sorry, on E. Jean Carroll, or reporter, journalist E. Jean Carroll. Now, the thing is that there is a video out there where she does an account where she gives graphic detail on what had happened in that particular situation. She was in an interview and she says it out loud. I'm not going to play it here, but you guys can definitely check it out. Now, the thing is, though, I have a feeling that everything, like, yes, this is a new story. This is brand new. This is breaking right now as we speak. I mean, obviously, she already came out saying that she was sexually assaulted by Trump a couple years ago. So this is not new news, but the fact that they're stepping towards actually making a case and taking it to the courts and everything is brand new news. Now, or the fact that, the Justice Department is stepping in is brand new news. So let me reiterate that really quick. So, and correct myself. But what's wild, hold on. What's wild to me is that it's the Justice Department that's stepping in. He's bringing in all his dogs. Like he is bringing in all the hounds, all the best of the best. His A team, if you will, are coming in, defending him in regards to these allegations that are going on. Also, by the way, there are other women that have stepped forward as well in regards to sexual misconduct or, anything along the lines of sexual misconduct to sexual assault. So the thing is that if there are other women stepping forward and making their claim, telling their stories, either he is going to be defending himself for a very long time or he going to get caught somehow. Now, Ed, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I kept reading through the article.
Keep going.
And there was another portion I wanted to point out. It will be up to a federal judge to decide whether to move the case to federal court from state court and to allow the U.S. to become the defendant. Carroll's trying to get a DNA sample from Trump to see whether it matches at yet. Somebody made a typo. A yet unidentified male genetic material found on a dress that she says she was wearing during the alleged attack and didn't don again until a photo shoot last year. So she's trying to test out some DNA.
Word. And so the question is he willing to give up his DNA? Is he willing to give up a DNA sample so that either he can be set free from these allegations or get caught?
Here's the thing. It's like, I mean, I know these two things don't go together, but it's kind of the same thing with these rappers and saying they're like, oh, that's not my kid. Well, if you're so positive that you didn't do this or this isn't your child, just give up the sample.
Yeah, right. Just do it.
Why not just give up the sample? That's not your kid. All right, put this cotton swab in you, rub it against your cheek, or do whatever you got to do. And just take the test. I mean, if you're confident that this didn't happen, just give your DNA sample. Get it over with.
Yeah.
So this can be taken care of.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, literally, that's a dead giveaway if you feel like you've done nothing wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's a dead giveaway if you just step up to the plate and say, hey, here it is. You know what I mean? You need hair. What is it? You spit. What do you need?
Yeah.
Tell me what you need. I'll do it. Proof positive that you're just like, hey, I didn't do anything. So just take my DNA. That's fine. Yeah. And we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But if he's refusing to do that stuff, that's another conversation. We do have a comment here. Tanner Vane said, I'm not knowledgeable on the subject, but from a PBS article under current law, President Trump is immune from civil lawsuits in federal court when it comes to his official acts as president. But a legal battle playing out in New York could determine if Mr. Trump and future presidents are subject to civil suits in state court over their private conduct. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Because if you really think about it, let's break it all the way down. Let's keep it straight funky, okay? If I'm president of the United States of America, if I'm president of this free world, right? Mm-hmm. And I do some crazy misconduct like sexually assaulting someone.
Yeah.
In the Oval Office or at a function, anything. I physically harm somebody. Mm-hmm. You should be going to court. Doesn't matter if you're president or not. Mm-hmm. You still definitely should be indicted for something. Absolutely. Yeah. You are Trump or a president should not be untouchable. Mm-hmm. If you do something wrong, like let's just say something as heinous and as carnal as just murder. Let's just say that. Let's just say he goes and he murders somebody. Straight up just kills somebody with his bare hands.
You just have to go straight to the most intense thing.
But it's personal. I'm not saying, hey, drop some bombs over here. I'm saying he is literally putting his hands on somebody and killing them. All right? I hate to say it, then go all the way there, but let's go there. You're telling me that man, if he's going to kill, like if he was to murder, he's untouchable even then too? That doesn't make sense to me. You see what I'm saying? So if you are going to physically harm somebody, physically assault somebody, sexually, you most definitely should be indicted. Doesn't matter if you're president, doesn't matter if you have $1 billion, doesn't matter. You're still a human being. First and foremost, and a human being should not be doing said thing to another human being.
Yeah.
No one should be untouchable when it comes to these kind of crazy, these crimes that are committed. Allegedly, of course. I'm just talking allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, if it's alleged, and then we're pulling the president, no matter who the president is, out of office to have to go to court every day, every couple of days, then they're not able to do their job in running the country. I mean, I guess then you'll have the vice president do it, but we elected him. He was elected president.
Right. The
vice president just came along for the ride.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Pence is just there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like a window display. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the whole house. He's just a window display. You feel me? It's nice. It looks cool.
Hey, guys.
You know what I mean? But the house.
He's like on the right. You'll see the vice president. He just kind of sits in his office.
Right. You know? But the house, though. You know?
Those papers blank, by the way. But there's nothing written on those.
Just, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, where's the painting? It's just a white canvas. Yeah. That's Pence for you. But here it is, though. You know? The thing is like, you know, I understand what you're trying to say in regards to like the president and what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing and all that. But, and of course, like, he can't be in and out of court every single damn day. He's got things to do. He's got to run this country. I feel you on that. But at the same time, if you are being accused of crazy stuff, if you're being accused of sexual misconduct, sexual assault, this is not just him sliding in somebody's DM and saying, "What up, though?" You know, send nudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is more than just him sending somebody a dick pic. You know what I'm saying? This is him actually assaulting somebody, and there's other accounts of that too. So no matter what, you could be the best president in the freaking world, but if you are sexually assaulting people, or if there's multiple allegations of sexual assault, hell yeah, you should be indicted. You in and out of court, no matter what. I'm sorry, you shouldn't be untouchable just because you're great president. You know, bringing the economy back up. Come on now, that person's got to be indicted. That person's going to go see the inside of a courtroom quite a bit. And that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? But comment down below, guys.
I agree, though.
Comment down below. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? I just think if you're gonna be a bad boy, you know what I'm saying? I unfortunately, things happen. If you're gonna get indicted or if you got to go to court, you got to go to court. It doesn't matter if you invented the car or discovered electricity. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you run this country or not.
Yeah.
You're still human. If you did those bad things, you go and you find out, or you think that you are just being accused of something that you didn't do, then you go in and you battle. You know what I mean? You give the DNA, you give the DNA sample, and let God take care of the rest. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But it sucks because I would hate for like there's already enough things going on, and if Trump is elected for 4 more years, yeah, I agree. I don't want him focused on this stuff. I'd rather him be focused on running this country for sure. But if you did some bad things, just is what it is. It's funny because when he was accused of this in the past, like a few years ago, his response was, I would never do this. I would never do that because she's not my type. That was his response. Just saying. That's hey, but that's Trump. That sounds like something Trump would say. I wouldn't do that. She's not even my type.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's hilarious.
Facts though.
You said sliding in DMs.
You
think he has Snapchat? You think he like Snapchats like on the side?
That'd be hilarious. Hi,
have like a little flower thing across his head? You don't think?
No, he doesn't do that stuff.
I'm telling you, I bet you he has a Snapchat. We just have not found it yet.
He got better things to do than doing that, man. He got better things to do than
tweets?
doing that. Oh, he hella tweets, but that's it though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't on Instagram.
Twitter fingers be moving.
He ain't on Instagram doing all these selfies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got better things to do.
He has an Instagram. I'm pretty sure.
Somebody else runs that, I'm sure. He ain't doing selfies. I ain't never seen him do not one selfie, real talk. Never seen him just stretch his arm out like this and just, hi. Nah, not never. I'd pay to see that, though. That'd be hilarious. That'd be everything I'd ever wanted to be.
I would cry real tears. Real tears. Actual tears.
It's like, what are you doing? I would
cry them.
What are you doing? Juice said, what's good, apparently, obviously. He's sitting there going, hey, are you guys brothers? Our brother-in-law just commented on Facebook. What's up, Juice? What's up, man? Man, this guy's an idiot. I'm talking about Juice. I'm talking about Juice.
Man, leave Juice alone. Man, leave that man alone.
Man, we love you, man. We love you, man. Mr. Super just said, Pascal, that's the whole point. How far could Trump go before McConnell would say enough? And that's Mitch McConnell. And that's a very good point. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain moment. Obviously, it broke, Mr. Super. Obviously, now it's just like, you know what? Hey, enough. Enough playing around, guys. This is some BS. This is some absolute BS, guys. We're gonna bring in the reinforcements, and we're gonna take this mug down.
The big guns.
He took out the big guns. He took out
bazookas.
He took out the rabid dogs and said, "Come on out, let's go." You know what I'm saying? Michelle Smell said, we elected Trump with plenty of allegations on the table, as well as Bill Clinton. Lots of other presidents have done shady criminal stuff, and nobody cares. You know what? You're absolutely
Didn't
right.
Richard Nixon get impeached, though?
He did get impeached. No, but he bowed out. He said, hey, I'm not a crook. And he said, I'm gone. He literally said that. I'm not a crook. And then he's gone. You know what I mean? I'm not a crook. And he just said, I'm going to resign. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's very true. Bill Clinton did a lot of very bad things, and a lot of other things are starting to starting to surface now in regards to Epstein. But that's a whole other Charles Dickens story, of course.
That's a whole rabbit hole that we do not have time to go down.
We ain't got time for it. But it is very true that Bill Clinton was doing very, very bad things at that time as well. But I don't in his past. And they were starting to resurface. Then obviously, you know, not the sexual misconduct, but the extramarital affair that he was having with, why am I forgetting her name?
Monica
Lewinsky. Yes, her. You see what I'm saying? So you look at those kind of things. Yes, those things were happening there too. So, you know, let me just say that too. You know, there are other presidents that have done those things. And yes, they should all be, no matter what, no matter where you stand, should be put out there. You know what I'm saying? Should be put on display. You know, if you're a crook, if you're doing shady criminal stuff, there should be a light shown on that, for real. Mm-hmm. That's just my personal opinion. That's just where I stand at it.
Yeah.
Mr. Super said, Republican senators have no backbone and need to be voted out. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but I'm sure some of them have no backbone. They're just jellyfish. You know what I'm saying? No backbone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, that's funny.
Are you reading comments?
Yes, I'm reading comments. Some of this raccoon is funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man.
Anyway, Michelle Smell said Nixon got impeached but chose to leave. Yep. He would never. We have never impeached and removed a president. We impeached Trump, and he could very well be reelected. That's absolutely true. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading all these comments. It's just funny as hell. Yeah, they're just funny. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep on moving.
Oh my God.
Yeah, some people just people just have things to say. You know what I mean? Some people just have things to say, y'all. So anyway, let me get this other story popped up here real quick. So this is something very, very interesting. I found this wild, actually. There's some stuff going on in Rochester, New York, with the police department. I'm actually my mind is blown about this, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why this is actually happening. But here it is. Rochester police. A lot of the higher ups in the Rochester Police Department have resigned all at the same time. This is actually something that happened overnight. We're going to talk about it.
They called each other up, like, hey, we're going to do the thing. And the thing is all resign together?
I don't know yet, but let's check out this video. I have this video right here. Hold on. Let's take a look.
There's also developing news from Rochester, New York tonight, a major shakeup in the police department there after days of protests. The mayor speaking just a short time ago, the police chief and his entire command staff leaving their positions. ABC's Trevor Ault from Rochester.
Tonight, a week into intense protests rocking Rochester, the mayor with that bombshell announcement.
I do want to inform you that the entire Rochester Police Department command staff has announced their retirement.
Police Chief Laron Singletary and at least 6 top members of the police department command leaving their positions, catching the entire city council off guard.
It was unexpected. I didn't know that it was going to happen.
Is there any type of blueprint about how to move forward?
There is not.
Put your hands behind your back. This as outrage mounts following the release of this disturbing body camera video showing Daniel Prude's deadly encounter with police back in March. Last week, Mayor Lovely Warren said Chief Singletary told her Prude died of an overdose, but later defended his actions, saying today the chief was not asked to resign.
His career and his integrity and his, has been challenged. He didn't in any way try to cover this up.
Late this afternoon, the chief releasing a statement saying, quote, "I will not sit idly by while outside entities attempt to destroy my character," adding, "The mischaracterization and the politicization of the actions that I took after being informed of Mr. Prude's death is not based on facts and is not what I stand for."
And David, tonight the mayor says Chief Singletary will remain in charge of the police department through the end of the month as the city scrambles to lay out its new path forward. David?
Fascinating, right, guys?
Can I say something?
Hold on. So the thing is Rochester, New York seemed to be doing just fine until that footage came out. Obviously, there was protesters and protests going on, demonstrations that are going on out there. Understandably, a lot of people are upset. But now higher ups in Rochester Police Department have officially resigned. And they resigned on their own merit, on their own decisions. That's absolutely nuts. Ed, what were you going to say?
He said the actions I took. What actions? You didn't do anything.
That is a very good question.
He's had this video for what? 6 months? 5 months?
Yeah, it's like 5 months, yeah.
About 5 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you saw what they did. He said that he died of an overdose? But you clearly see these men put a bag over this man's head in the video. You said the actions that I took. You took no action, like, at all. You allowed these men to continue to be police officers who are supposed to serve and protect us. You didn't do anything. Like, he's like, oh, my character and all this stuff. Your character, you put a stain on your character. No one else is doing that. Like, you did that by not doing anything after this happened. Like, that's like, come on, man. It was right there. We've all seen the video. It was blatant. The guy walked over, put his bag over his head.
Yeah.
And he later died. Like, he was already sitting on the ground. He was handcuffed. He was in underwear. Clearly, if somebody's naked. Was it snowing? I thought I saw snow. Somebody's outside and it's flurrying and they're in their underwear naked sitting on the ground. Clearly there's something wrong. And they're in distress. They don't need to be like roughed up or anything like that. They need your assistance. So I think he needs to resign.
See, like, okay, so obviously, yes. I mean, there's a lot of things, because if you really think about it, at the end of the day, the whole thing, when you break it all the way down, it doesn't make any sense. You're going to withhold all that information, all that video footage, because either one, you got some corruption going on inside of the department. Two, you didn't want to cause an uproar and some sort of backlash in regards to how the community, how your city was going to respond to it. You know what I'm saying? Or three, there is really no three. It's either corruption or you just didn't want a bad reaction, a bad public reaction to something. But you finally put out the truth, and the truth obviously got a lot of people very, very upset. But it makes you look even worse when you withhold that information for as long as you can, and finally you just leak it out. 5-6 months, you finally leak that ish out, and suddenly you're not expecting people to react in a certain way or actually wonder what's going on inside that department. You got people out here that are sitting there saying defund the police, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with defunding the police. I agree with cutting out all the bad, weeding out all the weeds and all the, as they would say, bad apples. Get all the bad apples out of this situation for sure. Restructuring and finding something better, finding a better foundation. But for you to sit there, hell yeah. For you to hold that information and then finally put it out, thank you for doing it for us. Instead of having everybody out here losing their damn minds, sitting there saying we need to refund, or like restructure, and these guys need to resign. They said, "Hey, I'm going to resign right now."
Cool, I'm out.
It.
Good.
You're right.
I mean, clearly, they need to
wash my hands clean of it. Sorry, I'm sorry. You're right. I resign. I mean, that's what I think is what went down on some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? But also, it does show how corrupt things are in that department. If that all of a sudden a bunch, like a gang of chiefs and higher ups resigned at the same damn time. At the same damn time? Really? At the same damn time?
I'm about to start dancing.
Bruh.
This ain't a dance. This is not a dance.
No, it's not a dance.
Sir. I was about to start.
It's not a dance. You know what I'm saying?
You're not supposed to be dancing about this, okay? But no, I agree.
But it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So then these guys, you know what I'm saying? It just shows that they're guilty. It shows proof of guilt. Doesn't matter of him sitting there putting out a statement, a public statement or anything. Doesn't matter. You're still showing your ass. In my personal opinion, it's still you going, nope, you did something wrong. You most definitely did something wrong. As much as you sit here and go, oh no, it's my story and it's my, whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, you just withheld a story, a perspective of the truth of a story, a man's story of how he died. You withheld that for 5-6 months. Hell yeah, you resigned. Thank you for doing it for us. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
On to the next. Hire somebody better.
See, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, hire somebody better.
That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it's frustrating because, within the police department, it's just blue. You see what I'm saying? It's not just because that chief is black doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that he's not for his fellow brothers and sisters that are that fight within in the line of fire, that are on that blue line. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, they are blue. It is not black and white. It's not a race thing anymore. It is blue. So he was just defending his people, regardless of how good or bad that situation was.
But you gotta weed out the bad. Hell
yeah, you gotta weed. No. Wait. Hopefully, I'm not trying to. No.
I get what you're saying.
I was about to say.
I know he wants to defend them.
Yeah,
but
I'm not about that. I ain't about that life, bro.
You gotta weed out the bad.
You most definitely gotta weed out that bad. Most definitely gotta. You gotta weed out the bad. This is the moment. These are the moments where it's like, all right, you did half of the work for us, or for that city. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to weed you out for a while now.
Wow, that's love. But what I find very, very messed up, you know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say right here is probably what everybody else in that city is automatically thinking, is that the mayor is doing bad. Like that it's the mayor's fault. She's the one, she was in that Zoom call that basically announced the fact that multiple, chiefs, the higher ups in the Rochester Police Department resigned. She was the one who gave out that bad information. So of course, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very upset with the mayor of Rochester because they're sitting there going, well, why didn't you catch this before? Or why did they have to resign at the same damn time?
How was she supposed to know that? It just got brought up to her. They were we're out.
I'm just saying, there's people out there that are going to turn this to a different narrative and try to make it seem like, their mayor can't control their, her own city and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's kind of what happens nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Tana Vane said city police and training belong to the mayor.
Yeah.
So I guess then you're right.
Thank you, Tana Vane, my boy. Soldier. But like I said, they're going to turn it to her.
Yeah.
That's it. Loop, what's up, man? You're new. Comment down below also and let us know where you're commenting from as well. Loop said, so did all the police resign or not? Not all police. Not all the police resigned. Just the heads of certain departments and, the higher ups. That's the only way I can say it. So
the police chief and then the other, I guess you can say upper management. They all resigned.
They all resigned, all of them. So it's not like Rochester, New York has no police. Police is still out there. And for all y'all that are watching in Rochester, New York, no, they got police. So don't try to go crazy out there. Please don't. But yeah, They resigned.
There's just no like leadership right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely. So it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting time, you know. And the thing is like, I'm happy in a way that happened. That series of events happened, because as much as they sit there and go, oh, as much as as much as they'll sit there in a statement and say all that stuff like, oh yeah, I did this and because of X, Y, and Z. No, it literally is an admission of guilt. It really is an admission of guilt, and that's fine. I'm just happy that you're not running that police department. No, Mel. Real talk. But anyway, we got to jump into a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got another story about a cop pulling a gun out on a black man when he was trying to look for a white man. It's an interesting story. You're going to have to check this one out. We got the body cam footage. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Hey, take off
Ms. Feinberg, I'd really appreciate it if you would close your legs.
Do you find it distracting?
Power, respect. The first of us crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers are trucking for tweakers and losing their circles and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. People so feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling the road and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, and we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. we perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood, we inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being a part of the conversation in the comments section below. If you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below if you're enjoying the conversation and enjoying the show. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, all right? We do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I also do an evening show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please hit that subscribe button and be a part of the conversation. I also do a lot of pop-up videos as well, so hopefully I'll have one out a little bit later on today. It all depends on what is popping off, if there's any interesting information and interesting news going out there and everything. But I appreciate you all being a part of the conversation, and keep the comments going and keep the conversation rolling. Anyway, we got to jump into this next thing. We got this very, very interesting story about a cop out in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. He, I'm just going to let this story speak for itself. Take a look.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
You don't tell me what a threat to me is. You don't know.
That raw exchange is between a Tempe police officer as he's holding a black hotel employee at gunpoint. That officer claimed the man matched the description of a suspect with a gun, but that description was for a white man. That officer is now working in an administrative role until this investigation finishes.
And Max Gordon takes us to the hotel where this happened.
Officer Ronald Kurzaya responded here back on August 29th after a hotel employee said a man had pointed a gun at him. Here's what happened according to body cam footage provided by Tempe PD. Officer Kurzaya goes into the lobby of the hotel and asks for the description of the suspect from the manager.
Yeah, wait for this.
Is he a white male, a black male? Come on. White male. He's going to be wearing a black shirt, tan pants.
He's going to be coming down the staircase and exit out that door right there.
Officer Kurzaya then goes around the building, passing a white couple, to find a black man who works at the hotel exiting the building.
Put your hands up. One at gunpoint. Step out.
I work here.
You work here?
I was kicking the door closed, man.
Okay, turn around.
The man with the gun was never found, even though the employee was black and Officer Kurzaya was looking for a white man. Tempe's police union says they don't believe this was racially motivated, but say it should be investigated. Though some law enforcement experts are criticizing the way this was handled.
He's there by himself. He's trying to get information. He didn't wait for his backup. It just seemed like the response was flawed from the beginning, and they were just asking for trouble one way or the other.
Officer Kurzaya was also involved in a controversial incident last year, tasing a man holding a 1-year-old. The head of the East Valley chapter of the NAACP says Tempe PD needs to change its policing culture.
It has to be a no-tolerance policy for abuse, for use of force, excessive use of force, and just disregard for human life.
In a press release, Tempe PD says this incident was not handled professionally. Tempe PD Chief Sylvia Moyer has since spoken to both hotel employees about what happened here. In Tempe, Max.
Interesting, right? They said it wasn't racially charged. It wasn't racially motivated. Yet the cop walked up, said, hey, is he black? Is he white? What? Come on. Like, obviously he's in a rush. He wants to get to where he needs to be to go and, get the culprit. He runs outside the hotel. There are 2 white people sitting on the curb. He's like, move out the way. Black guy walks out the door. An employee pulls a gun out on the employee that is black. Not a white man. A black man. I'm sorry. He walked up and he said, is he white or black? What? Come on.
He sounded pissed.
He was so angry.
He was so mad.
He was so angry. And he's like, is he
so
white or
mad.
black? What? And then he runs out. There's 2 white people on a curb. He walks right by them to point the gun out at a black man who is working there. Where's the logic in that? That doesn't make any sense. And you're telling me that wasn't racially motivated? You got the description of the guy, and you go after the wrong guy.
Maybe he forgot.
Shoot, how do you forget that?
What you mean? Did you not see the temperature? It was 113 degrees. I'm sure you forget a lot of things if you're outside in 113 degree weather.
No. But here it is. You're literally telling me that because of heat, he's going to forget a small description. Actually, a very large description.
Very important, actually. Very important description, yes. Also, they did say the dude should be coming around the stairs, which I'm assuming the stairs were inside.
And there's a black guy who walks out of the stairwell, out of the doors.
Oh, okay.
Black.
Yeah.
Black.
Oh, they said he was going to be wearing a black shirt also. Maybe they said it was a white guy, he should be wearing a black shirt. Maybe he got mixed up. Maybe he thought it was supposed to be a black guy wearing a white shirt.
Hold on. Let's play it one more. Let's play it one more time. Where the description is. Hold on.
It's the very, very beginning.
Yeah, hold on, because I want to get this. I want to make sure that we got the descriptions right too. So hold on. We're gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna play the audio. So here we go.
Body cam footage.
Sorry, that's loud as hell.
Provided by Tempe PD. Officer Kersaya goes into the lobby of the hotel and asks for the description of the suspect from the manager.
Is he a white male, a black male? Come on. White male. He's going to be wearing a black shirt, tan pants.
Plaid shirt. Plaid shirt, tan pants. I could have sworn. I was like, no. He didn't say black shirt. He said plaid shirt. Plaid shirt, tan pants. Plaid shirt, tan pants. So, here it is. Maybe he did forget the description. Maybe he did. But that's a new level of stupid. I'm sorry. That's a new level of stupid. And here it is. It could be a brain fart for him. Sure. Let's make excuse. Let's try to find as many excuses for him as possible. It's hot. It's hot outside.
It's hot. I mean, it's 113 degrees.
It's 113 degrees. It's hot outside.
He has full uniform on.
I was going to say he's got a full uniform on. He's probably
vest on underneath.
Yeah, he's wearing a vest for sure. He's got all this stuff that's on him. Sure. Let's just make those excuses for him. We'll throw those in there. Sure. Still doesn't work for me. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Look, it looks like everybody's agreeing with me. Plaid does sound like black a bit. I did hear black until you clarified.
Well, here it is. If it does, okay. So if he said white shirt, white man with black shirt, okay, sure. Then wouldn't he be looking for maybe a black man with a black shirt or a black man with a white shirt? If he messed up
he had
the
white
story,
on his shirt.
It was like a green. It looked like a green type of.
No, it was gray. Are we blind? I swear it was gray and
maybe,
white.
Maybe. All I'm trying to say is this. Let me just get my point across here. What I'm trying to say is you are a cop. You are getting very, very important information given to you. if there's a distress call and you're answering it and you're hyped up like that, you should be listening to the description of the person that you are trying to get. Not, half listening. It's like he was half listening. That's all I'm trying to say. Mother Lover was half listening then. But that still doesn't justify him walking from that place, and he's on high alert, right? You're on high alert. And if somebody goes, hey, okay, when you get up to the thing and the bomb, you got to defuse the bomb. Once you get to the bomb, okay, you got to cut the green wire. Never, ever, ever the red wire. You're going to run up there and go red. Boop.
It's never the red wire.
But you see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying, though? Do you get it? That's important information. God forbid he was like, what if that black kid, that black guy, that employee, let's just say the employee just turned around and started running. Out of fear. Bang, 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 bang. He would have shot the wrong dude. He would have been chasing after the wrong person. I feel like it's one of those, like a scene from a comedy where you see a guy and they're like, who's the guy who robbed the joint, right? And
everybody runs.
No. Let me just finish it. The guy walks into the bank and they're like, oh, who's the guy? And the guy's fully in a old school burglar outfit. You know what I'm saying? He got the eye mask on and everything. He's got sacks of money in his hands. White guy holding it. And he's like, oh my gosh. And then the cop looks over at the black guy and runs over and just body slams him to the ground. And the robber gets to run away with all that money. That literally is like what it seems like. That is that story right here. He's like, who is it? Black, white, what? White guy. He's a white man wearing tan pants. Let's just start there. He runs outside and he goes, black guy, stop. Hands up. What? I work here, man. I'm not doing, I got a phone in my hand. I got nothing. My hands are up. What are you doing? White guy's running off into the sunset.
Whole sunset.
Makes no sense, man. That is
I completely agree with you.
That is racially motivated. That is definitely racially motivated. You look at that story, he's here, and you hear the video. The audio speaks for itself, man. This literally speaks for itself. White, black, come on, what? Hurry up with the info.
He was pissed.
What?
He was pissed.
Yeah. Probably because it was hot. Probably because it was
happy.
hot. You know what I mean?
It was hot. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, you want a Sammy Davis Jr. impression?
I wouldn't be happy either.
Hey, babe. But go ahead. What?
Oh no! I wouldn't be happy either. It's that hot. I'd be like, why am I at work today?
Right.
And you gotta think that's the type of heat that would melt if he was outside long enough. It would melt the bottom of his shoes. Like it's hot. So that's why I was like, maybe heat played into it. I don't know, but still, it is kind of fishy. That was like the main detail.
Yeah.
Is a white guy.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a large detail that is being just completely thrown out the window, and then he sees a black guy, and that's why and the gun was already drawn. The gun was already drawn when he turned around, and I get it that the guy is coming out the door, so of course he's like, "Who the hell are you? What's up?" But if he's going, "I work here, man," then ask him the question of like, "Did you see the guy? Did you see a white man in tan pants running out this door? Can you tell me where he went?" That's the information you should be saying, not get on your knees, hands up in the air. You see what I'm saying? Comply. What the hell? You know what I mean? Yeah. But then, here it is though. If he shot him, because I see Tana Vane's like, okay, heat exhaustion can shut down higher brain functions. They should have kept an eye out for that. Here's the thing. Let me just say this. What if they shot that guy? What if that cop shot that black man, that employee? We're going to use the heat exhaustion? We're going to go, oh, it's 113 degrees outside. Are we going to use that? Think about it, y'all. Is that going to be the excuse for everything? Daniel Prude. The reason why that that guy was murdered in the streets, suffocated, choked to death, was because it was so cold outside. It was so cold they just weren't even thinking. They're frozen. You know, the environment, Mother Nature. We gotta blame it on Mother Nature, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That just it does not compute for me. Personally, it just does not compute. You know what I'm saying? A guy finds out the information, he walks out the door, passes two white people, goes over to the door, and then he sees the black guy. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
I mean, well, like once he said that I work here, I mean, he was clearly wearing a uniform. He should have just left him and went into the stairwell. For real. Just let him.
Yeah. Or ask him some questions.
He got his hands up. He's like, man, I work here. He was like, all right, watch out. Go into the stairwell. Go try to find the dude you're looking for.
Or you could just ask the dude questions on, did you see the guy? Did you see where he went? And go in that direction and proceed on your pursuit. That is literally it. That's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this other stuff is just, I mean, yes, I get, heat exhaustion. I get all that stuff, but that can't be the excuse for this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, thank God he didn't pull the trigger, but for a fact that if that guy was shot, we wouldn't be talking about this. Like this. We wouldn't be using, heat exhaustion. The heat. It's 13 degrees out. We wouldn't be using that excuse at all.
You see the comment Tanner Vane said?
Let's
see. I agree. It's not an excuse, but I saw someone stab their own leg from heat exhaustion before and the confusion it causes.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's news to me. That's absolute news to me.
Yeah.
And true. I'm sure we're playing some devil's advocate like a mug right now. But at the same time, it's just, just very interesting. Just a very interesting story. Looper Loop said, in all honesty, you got a guy raising his hands. Maybe there should be a better procedure on how to deal with that. And that's absolutely true too. He could have just walked up, said, hey brother, did you see where this particular guy went? You know what I mean? He went out this door. Do you know where he went? Yeah. And that's it, and call it a dang day. It's messed up. Messed up, wow. Messed up. And then Raccoon said, oh, no. Looper was saying Sammy Davis Jr., Sammy Davis impression. That's funny. Hey, babe.
Dude probably was.
I'm trying to do this Sammy Davis impersonation right now. Let me just do it. Damn, Ed. Yeah. Damn.
What?
I was trying to do a Sammy Davis Jr. impersonation. You keep interrupting me every single time I do it.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Okay. Sorry. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's over. It's done. I tried it like 3 times. It's okay. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving.
Oh, you're not doing
No. We good. We're good.
I was sitting here waiting.
We're good. What were you about to say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, what were you saying? You jumped in and you were saying something.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Dude said he was probably smoking spice, and I'm like, it could have been. Smoking and sparking up.
You never know nowadays. There are weirder things going on in the world now. Man, okay, so also Oregon is dealing with a lot of wildfire up there as well now. There has been a evacuation orders for Oregon now. And it's like the first in a lifetime an evacuation is being issued for this wildfire that is hitting Oregon right now as we speak. It is really, really nuts how much this is gone. I mean, to think that there has been For all these wildfires are sparking off and coming from different things. One was from a gender reveal party. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
A gender reveal party. Real talk. Now, as far as Oregon goes, I don't know what is spawning and where this is coming from, like how it came to be, but it is literally happening right now as we speak. There's an evacuation. I guess they're in a state of emergency now, in regards to trying to get everybody out of the city of Medford and Jackson County.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I see that right now.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all I can sit here and say is that I send all my prayers and well wishes to everybody out in Northern California and in Oregon. It's crazy how bad this is right now. It's absolutely crazy. Actually, there is some footage. I'm gonna pull this up real quick because you guys got to see this the footage of this fire. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Let me get this up here. What? Sorry. This thing's acting a dang fool. All right. Come on, where the heck is it? There it is. I guess I need a new computer. Dang, man. There we go. Come on. I am literally trying to pull this thing up.
If that won't show, I can tell you one story I am happy about. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is ending next year.
Say that again.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians is ending next year. Thank God.
No kidding.
14 seasons. What, 20 seasons, 14 years. Over. Going bye-bye.
Hold on.
Kaput.
We got it here. Cool. We could talk about that here in a second. Hold on. This thing has been tripping. Here we go. That's just a shot of the fires approaching Medford right now, or from last night. And that is just insane, y'all. Look at that fire, yo. Like, that is no joke, guys. Absolutely no joke whatsoever. And it's terrifying. People are out here fighting for their lives, trying to evacuate. A lot of people are trapped right now. And all I can sit here and say is that I hope that I hope that everyone comes out of this safely without any harm. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts that is an actual real thing right now. And it's now not only in just Northern California, it is now out in Oregon now too. It's crazy. I'm wondering if I wonder how long this will last. You know what I'm saying? Now, you were going to say some breaking news as of last night as well. After 20 seasons, what's the story now, Ed?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians is ending.
It's over.
It's over. It's done. Next year. Over. Thank God. It's done.
You know?
I guess after that fight, that physical altercation Courtney and Kim had, and Courtney was like, I'm done with the show.
What's like?
Decided to end it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but according, I don't want to film like ever again. Oh, there's too much to read through.
No, it's all good. All I know, it's all good. Like all I know is that there was a fight, but then it was kind of like the fight to end everything, basically. And then now, obviously, now they're canceled. Here it is. I'm gonna be really straight funky with y'all. I'm gonna be really, 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 really straight funky. I don't care. I don't care. So if they do end up going and getting canceled, like the fact that they're canceling their show, hey, yay. I'm not complaining about it. Let it be what it is, baby. Because I don't care. I don't care. I'm not a Kardashian fan. I'm not a Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan. I feel like they, had a show that was created that was represented things in the wrong way. I think they promote fakeness and BS, and I'm seasons that they've been doing that show. At a certain moment, it's kind of like, yo, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. I am done.
Hey, the stream is acting weird.
Yeah, I know. It's all bad. It's all really, really bad. It keeps going in and out. It was doing fine earlier, like we were flowing just fine.
Yeah.
And then now it's just Kanye messed up the stream. Facts.
Who messed up the stream? That's
from. In regards to that, I personally don't give a damn. I've seen maybe one show, like a collective of 20 years of shows. You could basically say an equivalent of one episode, basically. I've never really seen the show, nor do I even care about the show. I don't think it brings any value at all to anyone, personally. And that's just how I feel about that. So if they were to shut down, or the fact that they did put up an announcement saying that they are done, Godspeed to them. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with them. Good on you. You know what I mean? Let some other overly privileged rich family do their own reality show. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Like, we've already seen them for so long.
I'm just ready for it to be done.
We've already seen them for so long, bruh. Like, so long. So, like, I'm good on, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just good on it. I'm good on it. Yeah, I'm not losing sleep over that.
Here's a better, more, I don't want to say better story, but something that's a little more important. Ellen announces the return of her talk show following allegations of a toxic work environment.
Right.
Apparently, they're going to talk about it.
Yeah. Apparently, she's going to have good ratings because she's going to talk about it. That's the only reason why she's saying that out loud. She knows for a fact that there's going to be hundreds, if not obviously millions of hundreds of millions of people tuning into that particular show because she's finally going to address all those things. And then it's going to be like, how is she going to address those things? What exactly is she going to talk about? And who is she going to have on the show to address those things? So with those things being said, it's very smart for her to be like, hey, for all y'all who are trying to cancel me, I'm going to address these things in one of the first shows coming out in our new season, and it's smart. It's good. It's a good marketing strategy. You know what I'm saying? It's a good opportunity for her to sit there and go, hey, I'm going to keep it straight funky with you guys. I'm going to keep it straight real. All this stuff has been going on, blah, blah, blah. I had nothing to do with it. Tears. Cue the tears.
But, I mean, she can't really say she had nothing to do with it. You are the star of the show.
Facts.
Like, you're like the boss.
Facts.
1. 2, what about the allegations of people saying, like, certain people saying, like, you were telling people that they weren't even allowed to look at you? And if you need to use the bathroom, you couldn't use the bathroom close to the stage because that was only for you. You had to walk to like the other side of the building to use the bathroom. What about stuff like that? Are you gonna talk about that? She's probably not gonna talk about that.
She had everything. Like, she had her own hand in all this stuff too. I mean, you know, here it is. You are the company that you keep. So if you work closely with these people, yeah, I understand you're not going to know everything that they do. I get that. Yeah. Like, you're not going to know what they do behind closed doors and all that. But you know a certain energy about a person. You know, you can get a vibe about a person. You know? Yeah. And also, this is the domain. This is the home. This is the castle that you built. This is the house that you built. Wouldn't you want to know if that your employees are being treated fairly, that the environment in which you are in, that you've created, is built with love and respect and with positivity? Because that's what you put out on the show. Respect each other, love one another, and all this stuff. You know what I mean? You put all that out there. So you should be going above and beyond behind the screen, or, you know, behind the scenes. Yeah. That's what should be going on. Once the cameras are off, you should still be doing the same act.
Be that person.
You should be genuine. You should be a human, like a good human being, not that this is a persona and then as soon as the cameras are off, you're just a raging bee. That ain't cool. Mm-hmm. Then they say stories about the wife too. They say that Portia de Rossi is a nightmare. They say that there's all these different things. And what is so crazy to me is that why are there people like Ellen or Portia, and they're at the top, they're at the pinnacle of success, and they're all negative asses? That makes no sense.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you start feeling yourself when you get money. When you get money, you get success, you start feeling yourself. I mean, apparently, it's funny because there's one guy, Simon Cowell, where we watched him on American Idol, and like he was like, oh my God, Simon Cowell is just mean all the time. Well, you know, apparently we went on vacation to California a few years back, and we took one of those Hollywood home tours. Apparently, there are times that when you drive past his home, he will literally stop the tour and like sign autographs and take pictures with people. Like, he's completely opposite of the person that he is on American Idol and America's Got Talent. Yeah. So why I don't understand. It's like, why not just be a good person? How hard is it to be a good person? Like, you worked hard to get here. Now that you're here, you want to step on people that aren't equivalent to you. Like, that's just not really.
It's uncouth.
It's not.
It's uncouth. It ain't cool, man. It's not cool. All. And that's this kind of stuff that I don't have time for. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it really angers me, and it really, you know, it pisses me off, because there are people out here that are successful, that are making the monies, making crap tons of monies, and they don't treat people with respect. They treat everyone like peasants. Because why? Because they just happen to crack a few jokes, or they happen to win the lottery ticket. You know what I mean? They scratched that winning ticket that got them to the space that they're the platform in which they're on right now. You know what I'm saying? They got a shot. They got an opportunity. You know, and they're riding it till the wheels fall off. You know, they're manipulating people to go buy or do certain things. Oh, buy my book, listen to my podcast, watch my TV show. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, well, it sucks. It's like, where are all the good people? Where are good people out here? Because there are good people out here, and they deserve that respect. They deserve that success. You know, let the people who don't, let the people who are asses out there, let them be poor. You know, I feel like there needs to be a change in that. You know what I mean? Facts.
Yeah.
Let a good person be a good person. And if they really are talented, let that talented person do good and find success because that person is a good person too. Not only because they're just ridiculously talented.
Yeah.
You know? I
mean, but at the same time, a lot of times people don't pay attention. Like, it's like, oh yeah, they're a good person. Like, but are they talented though? Like, they'll take the crappy person, and they be like, they don't have a really good personality when they're not behind the mic or when they're not like this. But they can sing their butt off, or they can act their butt off, or they can do this, or they can do that. It's like, go get him. We don't care how he acts when he's not doing our job. That's for him.
Yeah.
That's his own life. And it's like, people remember that stuff. So
it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're gonna have to wrap up the show because the video's all out of sync, and the stream is completely effed up. But here it is though. So Ed, thank you so much for being on, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's all good. You know, I enjoy being on here with you. You know, making you look good. Trying to make you look good. You know.
Yeah, I just thought you were just making my life a living hell, but thank you.
That too, also. I mean, your head, the shine that comes off the head. You know, it does kind of blind me a little bit. So sometimes I can't. If I'm squinting, it's because like the shine that just reflecting.
Appreciate it.
And then that painting in the background creeps me out though too. So
you know what? There's no need to throw any shade on that painting. It's an
I'm
amazing
not.
painting.
It's like staring at me. It's literally. I'm looking right now. It is staring at me. Literally staring at me.
I love it.
Creeping me out. All right.
I love it. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, okay, guys. So Ed, thank you so much for being on, my brother. And so be sure to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm sorry we had to shorten the show, but this is just crazy how bad this internet feed is for some weird reason. But we will be back on, or I will be back on tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to tune into that because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to talk about tomorrow or tonight as well. There's all this developing news going on as we speak right now. But anyway, it's time to get going. Sorry for cutting out so short, but unfortunately, this internet feed is just getting worse and worse. So, but I'll make it up to you guys at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'll see you guys then. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Have a great rest of your day, guys. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Hey, take off Ms. Feinberg, I'd really appreciate it if you would close your legs.
Do you find it distracting?
Power, respect. The best of us crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers and nothing unique.
of us under surveillance. We was a feeling that made it. Half of them stumbled around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, and we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.